at it than that. Because all week long, offensive line meetings, they're going over adjustments, counters, when line shifts, all those things that go along with it. And yet, you still have to be physical, and that's what they did on the first play.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be a second down. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Ezekiel Ansah in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. 3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? And that is incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. Going down the middle, and it's complete. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. Well, you want to talk about catching the defense off guard. Opening drive, fake punt, they got it.
That had the total feel of something that was scripted during the entire week leading up to the game. They made that decision probably on Tuesday. First drive of the game, if we don't get it, we're going to fake it, and it pays off in a big way.
And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run for the first time with Hill. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jeremy Hill, 25 yards. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the open. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. Shift together here from the D-line. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 12. And the Lions are going to have a first.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And now it's 2nd down. And on this offensive unit, one guy that's proven himself early in the NFL is Eric Ebron.
A very reliable target for a quarterback. They always love tight ends because they're right in their sight lines. If you get it to this guy, though, he can take it the distance.
Here's Riddick. And the cutback to the sideline. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. And that one results in 35 yards.
They gashed him in a big way on that last run, and defense fortunate to tackle him on the 2-yard line, but doesn't necessarily mean that there's something wrong with the defense's plan. And that's the one thing the coordinator has to do to make sure the confidence stays high. Okay, sometimes you're going to get a big play against us. That doesn't mean we changed everything and abandoned our game plan, but now they have to stiff it and try and keep him out of the end zone. And that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
On the sneak, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Matthew Stafford taking it in. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead. So with 2nd and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. 2nd down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And now the Lions' defensive starters.
DeAndre Levy is one of those linebackers who makes everyone around him better when he's on the field.
2nd and 10. Dalton once more. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
10 yards to go on 3rd. So the D-line's going to spread out. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. They'll let their receiver run it out of the Wildcat. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now here's a sneak, maybe looking to run a little time. They'll give him a yard on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Zebra, zebra, set, blue 10, blue 10, zebra, 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 zebra.
So a designed run last play. Now Dalton to pass. Surveying the field. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Dalton now to pass. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Snap came at 1. Now here's Dalton. And this one is incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4. Halfback sent in motion. A 4th down gamble with Dalton. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And this Detroit Lions offense, Charles, without Amir Abdullah, very little going in the running game against Chicago.
I know they said that they want to integrate Theo Riddick into the run game a little bit more. We know he's a great pass catcher out of the backfield, but he only had 31 yards. Zach Zenner got some carries, and Dwayne Washington, the much-hyped rookie, only 2 carries in the last game. They've got to figure out what they want to do with their running back rotation.
That is caught. And he's brought down after a good game. Give him 22 on that one. And the Lions are going to have it 1st and goal. And now the offense operates in the red zone. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Mike Burton taking it in. And the Lions add on to their lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They go play action here on 1st down. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. Sure hasn't been a bad 4-week stretch to start the season for Green. 32 catches, 468 yards.
And I think a lot of people were wondering how he would handle things because Tyler Eifert's been out, right? Mohamed Sanu and Marvin Jones are no longer there. All the pressure was coming back to A.J. Green, and they were wondering who would replace the other guys. I think he found the replacement. It's him. I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is, but he eats up ground, and he usually goes up and gets it.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. A well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because...
Trying to get it to LaFell, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will bring it back.